everybody, it's Savannah from Las Vegas Harley-Davidson, and today we're doing a special video because I have my friend Dana here. And so Dana and I are going to be working on an event together, and she's here to kind of tell us a little bit more about it. So, hey.
Thanks for having me, Savannah. It's always good to be here, Las Vegas Harley-Davidson. We're really excited because to have you guys host our event this year connected to SEMA. So there's big stuff going on this year with the Jessi Combs Foundation. We're excited about the party coming up.
Yeah, so tell us like a little bit about the Jessi Combs Foundation and how you know Jessi and like why we're having it here.
Jessi Combs Foundation. I'm a founding board member for the Jessi Combs Foundation. Jessi was also one of my best friends, and for those that don't know Jessi, she was an amazing human. She was a metal fabricator, a TV host, and a really big part of SEMA, the SEMA show that's in Las Vegas every year. So SEMA is recognizing Jessi among the other icons in the industry by bringing her into the Hall of Fame this year. We're here to recognize Jessi, and we're really excited about that.
Well, I think it's really cool because Jessi was not only inducted to the Sturgis Hall of Fame this year, but she's also the only female that was inducted to the SEMA Hall of Fame, correct?
Yeah, this year she was the only female, and this is like her Hall of Fame year, and we just wish she was here to see it, but since she isn't, we're here to carry her legacy forward and to honor her in that way. And so it's pretty amazing. It's multiple Hall of Fames in one year. It's pretty uncommon because she was an extraordinary human. So
no, it's so cool.
Las Vegas Harley-Davidson is going to be hosting the event on the November 2nd.
Yep, so Tuesday, November 2nd, we are having an after party from 6 to 9 with obviously the Jessi Combs Foundation. What do you want from this event? Like what do you hope to get from it?
So who Jessi was to the world and to women and to men, to little girls, to everybody, she was an inspiration. So Jessi inspired men and women and just people of all kinds with her kindness, her inclusivity, and as she herself calls it, she was a badass. She was a metal fabricator, and so something that was really important to Jessi was the trades, breaking stereotypes and bringing more women into the trades, because Jessi was a tradeswoman herself. That's kind of the cornerstone of the event and our fundraising efforts as a foundation to send women to trade school. So our scholarship program that we're in our second year of that, so we'll be raising funds at the party to fund scholarships for women that want to go to trade school. It's a legacy that was important to Jessi. It's something that she wanted to do, she didn't quite get to, so we're here to make sure that happens and that we help to change the world, paving the way for the next generation of trailblazers like Jessi.
Yeah, I love it. I'm just like so excited.
I am too, and it's amazing to host the event that you guys are hosting us here at Las Vegas Harley-Davidson, because it's funny. I remember I took a lot of cross-country motorcycle trips with Jessi. We were motorcycle buddies. Every time I come to this store, I remember rolling through here with Jess whenever we were on our way to Sturgis or wherever we were going. This was a stop for us, and so we'd stop and buy gear, buy cooling vests, whatever, because it was 200 degrees or something ridiculous. I have Jessi memories here, which is kind of cool, so it feels pretty special. And Jessi played in so many different industries. She was an expert in the automotive industry and all manner of motorsports, but motorcycling was a passion of hers. She rode almost every day. That was what she did, on the clock and off the clock. And so that's how we became friends, was through riding. She's one of the only chicks that I, would ride with, because I used to, only have my brother, my dad to ride with growing up, and there weren't a lot of other women to ride with. And kind of when I met Jessi, it was like just clicked. We were just buddies.
So I guess what is your favorite memory of Jessi?
First time we rode motorcycles together. I didn't realize it was symbolic at the time. We met at a gas station, and so we pull out of the gas station, and I'm leading, and all of a sudden it was boom, out of nowhere. Jessi just shot by me, and I was like, oh, she just couldn't help but go fast and be ahead of the pack and be that. It just was in her to be a leader and to go, even though the point is that she always wanted other people to lead or feel like they were leading, even though she was gonna end up leading. But the best part about that, when I kind of deconstruct it looking back, was that before she said that, before we took off, and before she, shot off into the front of the pack, she made sure we both knew where we were going. There was a roadmap. She never leave you behind unless you knew that you knew where you were going. I just think back on that today and think about the roadmap that she left us. You know, it's hard not having her around as a friend, but then as someone that inspired people, the next generation of women. And so even though she's gone, trying to focus on the fact that she left us this roadmap of what was important to her and the people that she inspired. And so I think it's our job, it's on all of our shoulders now, those that knew Jessi or that didn't know Jessi or were inspired by her, to carry that on and to kind of pass it on to the next female or the next male, or kind of slow down and make sure you bring in other people with you.
My big question is you've mentioned how she was such an inspiration to women and how she was an inspiration to everybody. Like, how did she in particular inspire you?
She showed me and then the world that a version of female empowerment that I feel like was ahead of its time and that is starting to kind of catch. Jessi loved to win. She was a high achiever. She was driven more than just about anybody, but not at other people's expense, unless she was on the racetrack. But in general and in life, it was about winning and high achievement, but it was equally about bringing others along with her, men, women, whoever. Especially women though, because of the areas that the male-dominated industries she worked in.
Totally.
Watching her do that made me, it's something that I would want to be like, and that it made me believe that that's possible because she was doing it. She was the example of it. You know, you can be badass to be nice, is what we kind of used to say. It's like, and that you can achieve without stepping on other people along the way, or that just, again, the whole bringing others with. And that takes a lot of time and effort, and it's not easy to do that because there's a lot of people that have achieved great things, but not everyone can say that they've brought others along the way and helped inspire, you know, other people to do the same. So it's kind of a ripple effect.
I guess, like, if you could have like one more conversation with Jessi, like, what would you want to tell her?
I know she knew she was making a difference. That's why she was, you know, this inspiration. But yet, I'd want to tell her all the ways that she did. I want to compliment her on her confidence to be who she was in an environment where it wasn't always welcome, or it wasn't, or she didn't get the recognition. You know, she worked harder than many and with more grit than most dudes.
Totally.
In a lot of ways, just to get to that place. That's what it took for her hard work, and she kept going. Check out JessiCombsFoundation.com. That's where you can find information on the foundation, but it's open to the public on Tuesday, November 2nd. Watch Las Vegas Harley's social channels. Watch the foundation's Instagram page, and we'll start posting.
I'll post all the information for the Jessi Combs Foundation in the description down below, and then I'll also include it in our bio. Like I said, I'll link the Jessi Combs Foundation website and their Instagram page.
One more thing I wanted to say.
Okay.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
It reminded me, like, one of the many reasons this is a really cool place to host this event is because this dealership is like run by a lot of women, and I feel like it's really cool, and that's a testament to females that are working in this male-dominated industry and in this environment and kicking ass, and I think that's pretty cool.
I guess I totally forget that it is like a totally women-dominated dealership.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool to point that out, and like the owner of the store is empowering, you know, this group to do cool things, and the fact that he invited this, you know, the foundation to come in and do this event, and that this dealership's run by some badass women, like, it just kind of fits.
Thanks. No, I'm really excited to host this event. I think it's going to be cool. So yeah, Tuesday, November 2nd, everybody, 6 to 9. We hope to see you there.
Okay, bye.
Bye.